the students in Illinois are so lucky to have so many dedicated public servants. And community colleges just meet students where they are. And they help them to be the people they want to be. You know, most people now call me First Lady, but to one group of Northern Virginia Community College, I am first, foremost, and forever their writing professor, Dr. B. In my class, my students don't take anything for granted. Some of them are there for a head start on a 4-year degree, like many of your students. And others are there for a much-needed start, like that woman that I met who was the nurse Patricia who came back 65 years old, and she came back for her degree. I mean, I just love that. That's who our students are. So I don't get too many late papers or missed exams, though there are always the exceptions. And so I have to tell you a story about what happened to me a few semesters ago. So I was getting dressed for school, and I saw my phone, and I got a text. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I got a text. And it said, and I quote, this woman who texted me said, I'm on my way to the hospital. I have my baby. Research paper will be late. To which I replied, excuses, excuses. Now, this woman, I mean, her story was incredible. She served as an interpreter for our troops in Afghanistan. And she was starting a new life for herself here in America. And in the midst of labor, of all things, she was worried about getting in her paper on time. And I know that she's a special example, but her commitment isn't unique. You know, veterans, single parents, first-generation students, you know, refugees. My students come from all walks of life, like I'm sure all these students who come here to school. And they don't complain. They only ask for one thing in return: the chance to work hard and build a good life for themselves and their families. And that's exactly what community colleges have given to them. Our schools accept everyone, regardless of age or income or race or family legacy. They offer classes that are flexible, so our students don't have to choose between school and work, right, Avril? I mean, you could fit everything in. They train for real-world jobs, tailored to the communities that they serve, or give students a really strong foundation for a 4-year degree. And they don't just improve individuals' lives, they strengthen our country as a whole. Because without educated and trained workers, businesses can't build. Innovation is held back, and our economy drags. We can't afford to exclude so many from continuing their education just because they come from certain income brackets or certain areas. And that's why we launched College Promise back in 2015, an effort to make 2 years of community college free for hard-working students. And I've had the privilege of being part of this movement for 6 years now. And what I've seen all across this country has truly been incredible. You know, in big states and small towns, from rural Tennessee to urban California, we saw communities come together to create programs that serve the needs of their specific areas. We've partnered with hundreds of local businesses and nonprofits and schools, and leaders from both sides of the aisle worked together to create opportunities. In fact, my partner in this endeavor, Martha Cantor, is with us today, and she's still working. You know I love you, Martha. You know, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, College Promise is a place where all Americans can come together and find common ground. Sauk knows how powerful affordable college can be, and that's why you have invested in students like Avril. She told my team that in high school, she thought that her college dream was out of reach. But with the support of this school, she's now on track to become a nurse in a time when we need, more healthcare professionals, especially in rural areas like this one. Sauk changed her life. And soon, even more students will be able to take advantage of this incredible community thanks to the launch of your College Promise program. All Americans deserve the same opportunity to pursue their passions, get a great education, and build a career that they love. Because I've seen the ripple effect of education. Families with good-paying jobs can invest in local schools and shops, and then businesses can grow their operations. More salaries and higher salaries and more jobs mean towns and cities have more resources to offer better places to live. That strengthens state economies. What starts in one community college classroom can create a chain effect that is eventually felt by every single American. My husband, our president, understands this. Well, he's had to live with a community college professor for 43 years. He understands that if we want our communities to thrive, if we want our businesses to have more skilled workers that they need, if we want to prepare our economy for the future, there is no greater investment that we can make than in education. And now, 6 years after we launched College Promise, he's ready for big ideas and bold action so that all Americans can go to community college, have the support they need to finish, and get good jobs. Together, we are going to get this done, and because community colleges are our future. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.